Hello guys and welcome to another S Reacts. For today's reaction, I'm going to be reacting to Wednesday episode 6. Now in the previous episode, it was a mad episode. It was mad. So it was Parents Weekend and you know how Wednesday dug into her family's past, which she accidentally ended up getting her dad arrested. Turns out her dad took the blame for Wednesday's mother, who murdered Garrett. Is it Garrett? I think it was Garrett. So he took the blame, whereas it was actually her mother who killed Garrett. To be fair though, then we find out he was already dying because of this like potion thing that he like smashed. So basically he was dying anyways. So technically, yeah, they didn't kill him. But yeah, so they got arrested. Obviously that the morgue doctor, I think that's who it is, shot himself. And he left a suicide note saying that he covered up this murder. And I was thinking after like a few years later, I was thinking like, what if he covered up? Because initially I thought he was covering up the fact that he knew that the father killed Garrett. Whereas I was thinking, what if he knew about like the potion or something and he covered that up? I was just thinking initially, it's probably not initially, but I was thinking like what I thought he was covering up. Because then I was saying previous episode, if you've seen it, hopefully you've seen it, that I don't think the suicide note was real and that I feel like someone shot him. But maybe I'm wrong and maybe he actually did cover it up and that whole situation was real. Last episode was interesting. Bianca's mum though, can we, oh my god. I thought Bianca was a bitch to begin with, first few episodes, but her mother's even worse. And yeah, she pissed me off a lot. So without further ado, this is gonna be part 1 of my reaction to episode 6. So if you want to check out part 2, there'll be a link down below in the description box. You can go check that out after you've watched this part. But yeah, I'm super excited I've got 3 episodes left, so I'm super excited to watch this episode. And be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And without further ado, we're just gonna get straight back into this. So let's go. My body, my choice, bitch. Who's that?
Sorry.
Enid.
I didn't mean to interrupt your, do we even want to know? I was reaching into the Black Maw of Death to contact a relative. Feels very on brand for you. You have a relative named Goody? Been attempting to summon her, but she seems to be ignoring my entreaties. I doubt she communicates in magazine cutouts.
If you want answers, meet inside. Backstage. Okay, why do I feel like that's gonna be Xavier? Because we didn't really see him last episode, so I feel like it could be him. I feel like he probably knows more than he's letting on. Or just a shot in the dark, really. Bianca? Maybe. Probably not, but who knows. Maybe she can be helpful at some point throughout this series.
Whoever you are, show yourself. Try anything and you'll lose limbs. Surprise!
Happy birthday to...
I mean, it was Xavier, but then there was a load of other people. Is this like a surprise party? I assume so. I thought it was be something like they'd have answers to something that's gonna be like really interesting, or I didn't realise it was like a ploy to get her out there to throw her a surprise birthday party. But okay, I'm here. Like, you do what you need to do. But Xavier and Wednesday, they haven't. I'm pretty sure they had it made up. So it's interesting that he wanted to throw a surprise birthday party. But okay.
Wait, it's Latin. Fire will rain when I rise. Okay, that's not really a wish. The first part of that phrase was burned on an Evermore's lawn.
to navigate it without drowning. Time is not on our side. To stop Crackstone, these faces must seek. Do you always speak in riddles? Do you only seek simple answers? The path of a raven is a solitary one. You end up alone, unable to trust others, only seeing the darkness within them.
You know, Lucas feels terrible about what happened at the dance.
Forgive my skepticism, given his latest act of vandalism.
But he had nothing to do with burning those words onto your lawn. He's been grounded for the last week.
Fine.
Okay, so he's been grounded. But isn't, I mean, someone could easily sneak out. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, maybe it was him. Who knows? I can't think of anything, I can't think of anyone who I think it could be. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anyone. Which is annoying me because I'm thinking, maybe I can have this through. But I have nothing. I don't know. But it was well dodgy though. Someone linked to that Jonathan Crackstone. But who? If it turns out to be someone like, imagine like Xavier, even though I did think he was the monster. But yeah, it could be whoever the monster is. Because they have a human footprint, so who knows?
Last night in the crypt, you had another vision, didn't you?
I didn't realize we were back on speaking terms.
I showed up to your surprise party. I figured that would have been a hint. What'd you see?
You said I was ready to speak with you.
You still think I'm the monster?
Haven't ruled it out.
Yeah, well, when you change your mind and you want my help, you know where to find me.
The bracelet. Where'd you get it?
Lucas, nice to meet you.
Bianca.
I know. Last week at the weather vane, my dad said I had to get my act together. After he left, this woman in the next booth told me about this self-help app. Morning song?
Which is why I'm warning the normie idiot who ruined my killer dress with his bullshit prank to not get sucked into Morning Song.
What do you care anyway?
I'm trying not to turn into my mother. She's like the ghost of bitchiness future.
You know what? I kind of ship it. I kind of sense the vibe. And I kind of ship it. You can... Yeah, I'm liking Bianca. I never thought it would happen. Like, you told me, like, the first 2-3 episodes that I would end up liking Bianca come near the end of the series. I would have laughed. Honestly, I would have laughed. But yeah, the fact that she doesn't want to turn out like her mother, I'm here for that. Because her mother, oh my god. Yeah, my dislike has gone from Bianca to her mother. But yeah, I don't see my dislike for her mother changing. But we'll see.
Dr. Timbot, I haven't seen you since our session with your family, which was certainly one I won't forget. How are things going with them?
My mother and I spent some quality time together. Got our hands dirty.
Gardening?
Grave digging.
Copy of an old death certificate you requested?
Oh, thanks, Agnes. Oh, by the way, has Inez Bloom called again?
You mean about the lights coming on at the old Gates place? A couple days ago, I referred her to the sheriff's office.
Hold on. Is she related to... Why have I forgotten his name? I forgot. The boy who died. What was his name? Is it Gareth? But is that his mother? I think that's it. That's his mother. I'm like, but why does he want the copy of it? Something's dodgy going on. But is it Gareth? Is that his name? Gareth? I can't remember his name. I can't. It'll come to me eventually, but... Tyler.
I'm usually a quad kind of girl, but I've been working on that all week.
Birthday, yes. Happy never. Is there anyone thing didn't tell?
Well, who do you think delivered the cake? Yeah, I went with a 98% dark chocolate ganache, knowing your preferred color palette. So if I asked you out to a non-birthday song-free dinner, would that be something you're interested in?
I have a tight deadline. I need your help. Don't gloat.
What, do you want some drawing lessons?
When did you draw this?
A couple days ago, I started having those dreams again, like before.
Was the monster in them?
No, but I could feel it in the shadows, kind of lurking in my mind.
Do you know where this is?
It's the old Gates mansion. I pass it when I go running.
Wow.
Okay, listen. After the dance, I just wanted to forget about you, but I couldn't.
I can understand how that would feel a bit like overwhelming and stuff, and she's, oh my god, this chair. And Wednesday is just trying to figure out the murders and everything, so I feel like boys are not really on her mind, and currently she's stuck in a love triangle. Again, I mentioned it, I'm not a fan of the love triangle. I'm not here for it. I do like her and Tyler. I feel like he's probably one of the only people that really like her for her, and don't expect anything from her. And then obviously Xavier, it's a little bit different. They've had their few tiffs and whatever. And then he painted that and everything. So it's like, I like him. I don't know. I just feel like I prefer her over Tyler. Yeah, that's just kind of what it is. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the love triangle. And as I mentioned it before, it just doesn't sit well with me. Like, Wednesday wouldn't be in a love triangle. Just like her character, she doesn't really fit that. But yeah.
Take your advice. Seriously, why are you here? I didn't think any outcast would ever speak to me again.
Just wanted someone to talk to.
This is where Garrett Gates lived.
Okay.
The boy my father.
It was Garrett. I thought it was Garrett, but then I was like, in my head, I'm saying that doesn't sound right. I don't think it was, but Garrett Gates. Yes, it's kind of a mouthful. But anyways, so that's interesting. So if Garrett is sort of maybe Garrett is linked onto all this, or maybe not just him, but the whole family, and maybe that's why what was his name? The mayor wanted the old copy of that death certificate, Laurel Gates, which could actually be Garrett Gates' mother. So that could be linked into there. I feel like I'm just going around in circles in my head and nothing's really making sense. I'm trying to make sense of it, but I'm just like, maybe that could be the thing, but I'm like, no, it doesn't really add up. I'm just desperate to know who this monster is. I just want to know. Who is that? Oh, the mayor. What's he doing in there? Is he dodgy? Because if he's dodgy, or if he's looking for something, I don't know.
Listen, I might have figured out who's behind all of this. It's a long shot, so I'm gonna have to lay it out for you. We'll do it over pie at the Weather Vane, just like the old days.
Who does he suspect? I want to know. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, I was... In my head, I'm thinking, oh, what song happens? But also, That car came out of nowhere, and because he knows something, and they're trying to keep him quiet. But if he dies, maybe he's not dodgy like I thought. Maybe he knows too much and they had to like get rid of him. But who was in the car? I don't know what this is. But like, oh my god, he's probably, more likely he's dead. Or he might end up in a coma like Eugene, Eugene, I'm hoping he survives, but it's not looking good. But oh my god, he obviously knew too much. And maybe it's because the person he thinks it is actually the person. He should have just said it over the phone. Like, I think this is who I think, because you know too much. You've gone into his house, or these dead people's house, whatever. You know something, and you think you know who's behind it. So you just have, like you're on the phone, say the information, do you know what I mean? Because there might come to a point now where you won't be able to. You should just say it on the phone, just in case. You know, I notice in shows and stuff, it's always like, oh, I know what, let's meet here. Like, just say it. Just say it there and then. Because then if you don't, because there's a high chance that you won't make it to be able to tell them in person. So just say it over the phone, send it in a text, do whatever, and just say it. Do you know what I mean? It annoys me. It's like in films, in TV shows, when they know something, they're like, oh, I think I know who's behind this. Let me just, let's meet in person. Instead of just saying it. That annoys me. I'm just like, why? I get it, because it's got to follow the storyline, whatever, and it's going to have to happen like that. But it just always makes, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. And it's just, oh my god, frustrating. Theory on to who could be in the car. Principal Weems. I feel like she could be a major suspect. So Principal Weems, that psychotherapist, whatever her name is, could be her. It could be that new teacher, I can't remember what her name is. Fulp, is it Fulp? Something like that. Like the teacher with the hair glasses. Who else? Yeah, those are the people I'm thinking it could be right now. But oh my god, I was not expecting that. That came out of nowhere. But this series is getting crazy and crazy, and we're slowly getting closer and closer to some answers, which I'm here for. But yeah, guys, that is the end of my part 1 reaction. If you did enjoy part 1, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and click in the link down below in the description box. So go check out part 2, and I'll see you guys over there. Bye, guys.